Will we see the pre-bans we expect on the LD monsters, or will they adapt and ban some of the elemental ones? First pick is going to go to the side of Diligent on this one, Evan, and it's going to be extremely important because that changes the mindset on TRUEWHALE, and he goes for the Gianna and the Pontos on the other side. The LDs are out for game one.
Gianna is always a safe pre-ban. If you can't decide what you want to do, might as well just lock out the Gianna. We talk about locking out one unit. How about the whole team? There's Ragdoll from Diligent. Again, you see these monsters coming out. Again, this is the real first time when we're seeing people really fight over these units that they want more. He said, that's enough, less more. We need more.
We finally see more coming out consistently. The Savannah's in here, and now the PSM. No reset on your side, sir. I'm gonna bring my PSM. The speed lead is extremely important. He goes with double AoE strippers, but will he bring an Okeanos or an AoE damage dealer to close this out? What's gonna be this last pick? Because if he bans the Savannah and there's not enough damage, and here it is, it's an AoE death breaker on Chungpung. This is very interesting. The Akroma last pick. Very good.
The Akroma, who I believe made a guest appearance at RTA Season 16's Legend Tournament last time. That's a great response, notably able to resist literally everything. It's just part of her passive. It's just how it reads. The Chungpung was a nice way to round out the draft from Diligent too, because once you strip everybody, you got to have something lined up. And like you said, Seppi, he was really only presenting one AoE defense break option from Savannah. So having Chungpung there to reset and defense break, it's too much. TRUEWHALE says, get it out of here.
To be honest, I really like TRUEWHALE's draft right here because the Molly, together with the Akroma, that is a lot of chance of glancing. And if you glance, you practically do nothing to this beefy tanky
Nothing's going to land. Nothing is gonna land right here. We're gonna see Diligent go fishing for something and come back totally dry.
I don't know. This is bringing a little bit of memories from that last time that we saw no one getting killed. And remember, no heals on that side. So the PSAM, if it's not killed early enough, it's going to hurt a lot because he banned the reset. But Chungpung, here it comes. Savannah, attack bar reduction, gets the defense break. She hits super hard. Can he kill right now? He goes for the kill and a huge proc on the Ragdoll to finish off the Jeogun.
That's going to be a kill confirmed from Diligent's side. He couldn't be happier with the results of this. There was a lot of chances for stuff to miss, and he managed to get huge returns from his Savannah. Can Akroma do anything to solo this match?
That's the thing. If he doesn't let this Molly survive enough, the silence was really important. No stun on the Savannah. The Savannah finishes him off, and it's going to be Molly and Akroma versus the world. He wishes... Oh my God, he chose not to cleanse the death break.
Interesting.
I think he's just gonna go for the Molly.
Interesting choice
from the Ragdoll.
Cleanse it. Yeah,
very dangerous. Can he get unpunished here? No, 1 HP. No, the lack of cleanse of the death break is really huge right here because now the Akroma can't do anything by herself. Why was that death break still on top of the Molly?
That was a tough choice. Accidents happen. It might have been a mistap. We don't know. Maybe an input error or something like that. Because that defense break shouldn't have stayed on the Molly. You need to the game. It was a heavily weighted against TRUEWHALE at that point in the fight, right? Because, however, having Molly with Akroma, so you're getting consistent heals all the time, that seems like a pretty good deal.
And the shield was going to be huge too. He didn't have another source of death break for a while because the Savannah had used it and was silenced. Oh, that could have changed the game in so many ways. Imagine, bubble, proc, everyone's almost full HP. So that might have cost him the game right there.
It might have, yeah. There was definitely potential for those two monsters to do some serious damage. Everybody knows how difficult it is to deal with a Molly, but like Molly and Akroma together, that's a pretty crazy pair. But you know what? Things happen, and he's still got another one. Diligent doesn't win off that round. Remember, guys, it's best of 5 now. So if Diligent wants to walk away with that Legend title, he's going to have to do that 2 more times.
Some adjustments probably will come in. We also saw the PSAM pick. There was no heals on the other side, so he was probably trying to get a little bit of damage early, but was it effective enough, you know, against a comp that already had a Savannah down?
Right. That's something that we're going to have to see if it's reevaluated in the pick ban phase before. We remember Gianna and Pontos are now up for grabs after they were pre-banned last round. It's the Face Your Fears mode.
Pre-bound is the pre-banned last round. I love that new word. And the thing is the ragdoll getting pre-bound this time?
He might. It's like we talk about. It's the Face Your Fears mode. You can get rid of it for a second, but you got to face it eventually. Jaeger and Ragdoll, the two Dragon Knight brothers in the LD side, are both banned. Probably good choices.
Banning the Jaeger, Evan. Is this a telling thing by TRUEWHALE saying, I'm going to go control this time? Is it Okeanos coming in? Why is he so afraid of the Jaeger? We might see something different from TRUEWHALE in this second match.
Yeah, I think you might have hit the nail on the head there, Seppi. Jaeger is one of those pre-bans that's kind of telling. You're letting your opponent know what you're intending to do before you even do it. But TRUEWHALE hasn't necessarily put too much on the table just yet that is going to take advantage of that. We got Pontos Savannah falling in. Nice elemental diversity on TRUEWHALE's side, too, to start off the draft.
I love that. And even though Diligent's not diverse at all, it's very powerful for those two Dark Net 5s. The Lulu coming in, an extremely important monster against CC comps if he wishes to bring, or kind of dissuading him to bring that Okeanos later on. And the Ganny that does the same job, taking out the combo from the Pontos Ganny. Oh, it's a Molly. Does the same job. And the thing right now is, will he bring something to control this? The double strippers down and the Oki like we talked about. So the Lulu was like, I don't want you to pick Oki. So now that you pick the Molly is a little bit more inviting.
Yeah, Lulu would be right at home in that pick slot for Diligent, especially now that TRUEWHALE has committed to the strategy of CC and interacting with his opponent's monsters. Though Okeanos is one of the few that actually has like a lot of like just straight up lockdown potential on his skill, assuming that the Water Ryu isn't on Despair. Juno, nice pick at the end there.
I love this pick. We talked about how strong against Pontos Juno is and how could have been picked on the first matches to try to just go against him. The strip, she's great against the Okeanos as well. And we have another win unit. The question is, how many of these monsters are on Will? Does he need to ban the Jeogun outright?
Yeah, Juno is one of those monsters that makes you think twice about using Pontos' third skill. So he's banned out, Gianna is banned out, so that tells me we're probably going to be seeing some Will on the side of TRUEWHALE here.
To be honest, I'm kind of afraid of that, Ben. I don't know if Pontos was the choice here, because if these units are perfectly speed-tuned, he can get the combo off. The perfection. We saw J-Mac pull it off earlier today, sorry. So the Jeogun into the attack buff and speed buff on the Savannah is too powerful. If she hits those death breaks and attack bar reduction, Okeanos is going to send everyone to oblivion.
Yeah, I think the Jeogun, the disruption that he offers might have been a more pressing ban, but we're going to have to see how it plays out here. TRUEWHALE, let's see if he can show Diligent why he should have pre-banned the Jeogun.
Yeah, here comes Jeogun. Can he hit the strips? Misses on one of them, but he has another stripper on the Ryu. Gets it. Will the death breaks hit? Yes, sir. Oh. Death break, attack bar reduction. The Okeanos comes in. The full combo to the face. I don't know if that was the best choice, banning the Pontos.
I don't necessarily
He'll have to bet everything on this Juno, Evan.
This is such a powerful combo, and he's shown him TRUEWHALE so excited to get this combo going on Legend Tournament Season 17. This is a pretty incredible showing here. Just the raw power, the meta of Season 17 boiled down into one team. You're seeing it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what that power is. Juno can definitely put up a little bit of a fight here. I don't know if she's going to be able to solo this entire team.
Yeah, you don't let this through, to be completely honest. The thing is, you'll have many buffs. The Ryu does a lot of damage in a second with the attack buff. He'll save it up so he can next turn, because he knows the Juno moves right here. The Okeanos, even with the stuns, the additional damage from the artifacts will do so much damage in a little bit. And now she gets a little bit of heals, but now the attack buff will come in and the damage will hurt.
There's the reset, so now he's going to keep the buffs, all those attack buffs. Diligent, just thinking about maybe banning the combo next time instead. I see why you would be afraid of that, but like I think the combo was more pressing.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, why are you so afraid of the Pontos if you have double strip? And he has the first turn, right? So you don't let the combo through, or you ban the death break, right? That is the enabler of the whole damage. The attack bar reduction from the Savannah is that thing that really counters the whole comp. And we talked about, if he was not on Will, actually the ban would have been Jeogun, because then he doesn't get to hide any monsters on the scroll and can get a chance to have a comeback, even not getting turn 1.
Right. That was really cool to see the combo go off in that round. I don't know if we're going to get to see it again, so I'm glad we got it in the finals. The score is now 1-1, guys. Remember, it's a best of 5 now, so nobody's at match point yet. Players are still just getting to know each other a little bit better. They're trying to figure out what strategies they're comfortable with, how to counterplay, and how to pivot, especially in the case of Diligent, because he's lost a little bit of tempo in losing that second round.
Totally agree. And the question right now is 1-1. They are right here. This is the turning point. We've seen a little bit of adapting, but now he won't let the combo through twice, right? We've seen this in many Legend tournaments. We've seen Tomato pull off a combo on the second game, and then it never got through again. So now TRUEWHALE has to think, will I go back to the combo or will I change it? Because now with a Ragdoll available, that first pick is extremely important. The pre-ban on Pontos and Gianna, he does not want to play against this Pontos tonight, either pre-banning it or post-banning it. And now the first pick will be on Diligent side, Evan.
Yeah, he's got so many opportunities to ban it tonight, right, Seppi? He can pre-ban it, he can ban it for reals, or he can post-ban it by just sniping it first. There's a lot of chances to get rid of Pontos this year. Tian Lang, so early, and still, look at this. Look at the counters here. Tian Lang is so powerful early. This is great.
Yeah. And now Diligent says, you're not going to get the combo because I'm going to steal it away from you. And we finally see a Ciara. Is the Ciara going to shine tonight? She has been the MVP in so many tournaments. Is she ready to do it again? And here, the Chunk Punk, probably Speed Tune, double strip, double death break, very powerful composition from Diligent. Akroma last pick. I actually like this, the pivot to what he did on game 1, but maybe with a change in the play. He can take care, or maybe even the Savannah misses the attack bar reduction. No, he bans the Savannah this time.
Yeah, it's a really good ban from him. And also, the Tian Lang notably was going to hinder the skill 1 turn cycling from Ciara. So this is an unhindered TRUEWHALE comp here. HP 44%. Sometimes I forget how much tank Akroma can provide if you get her leader skill in there.
I really like TRUEWHALE's draft on this one. If he plays it right and no death breaks stay on, we might see an Akroma Molly, very dominant match. Here comes the Wunsa. Turn 1, no one to strip. How funny is that?
Yeah, it's one of those turns. It's a little bit awkward, right? Because you don't know quite what to do with him. Let's see if Chung Pung knows what to do. I think he's probably going to try to reset some cooldowns, and that's exactly what he does.
Huge proc and hits two death breaks. The Ragdoll will need a proc to attempt to deal lots of damage right here, but we know that this Akroma can start doing some work, and if he kills the main source of enabling, he can just go through it. He goes for the Wunsa. Interesting, because he doesn't want the strip. Maybe he can get the stun on him. And
nice save.
It. The Tian Lang shining already.
Yeah, Tian Lang's right there to get Akroma's back when it got resisted, making sure that Wunsa doesn't have an opportunity to take away any of those buffs.
Now he does it, Evan. He cleanses that death break, and this time the draft was right, and the gameplay was perfect. With that, there's really no way of killing this comp. There's no death break on the table anymore. Even with the water Ryu, is going to be really tough to deal lots of damage. He can just focus right now, this Ragdoll, and take the damage off the table.
Yeah, TRUEWHALE expertly pivoted, did a really nice hybrid of that first team that we saw earlier back in round 1 of the finals today. This is a really good adaptation. Nice proc from Akroma to clean up the more early too.
Yeah, a lot of counters. Molly, Akroma, and Tian Lang against that comp is not going to do you too much, and he chose to ban the right monster. The Savannah was the link, was the key to the comp with the attack bar reduction and the death break. Even with a proc from Chunk Punk, he does not deal the same amount of damage that the Beast Rider does.
Absolutely not. Man, Diligent not even going to let us get the chance to try to see an ignore defense torrent. I know it was gone, but I mean, like, maybe give us a chance to see a Tohanch, That was a pretty great match from TRUEWHALE. Really good pivot, and I'm glad that he went back and revisited the strategy, because the whole reason why it kind of fell apart earlier, I mean, granted, he was alone with 2 monsters, but if Molly had her defense cleansed away, it could have been a different game. We might have seen something similar.
Yeah, maybe he had a delay connection, something like that, and he was like, if I get the same game again, I can win it. So he's been showing some dominance in the pick and ban so far, which is very, very interesting. Sometimes we see these very close matches. Will he adapt on the 4th match right now to just go back to that comp, knowing that Diligent now will split the more Savannah, Jeogun? The Jeogun is showing dominance over these other 2 monsters so far.
Here we go, round 4, the finals. We've got TRUEWHALE sitting pretty 2-1 against Diligent. They're the pre-bans. I think we may have an inkling of what gets banned later, what's get picks and banned later. Yeah. That Pontos really bringing a lot of fear. Ragdoll makes a return to the pre-ban phase, and Han is joining him right there.
I like the change to the Han instead of the Jaeger, Evan. Very, very strong monster, because he can have the speed lead for both monsters, the Gianna and also the Wunsa. So you take that off his hands and you have an opening. The thing is, this is match point for TRUEWHALE. If he wins, he'll get the first ever legend title for his account. And now the Gianna's picked up already. Will he bring some sustain? Will it bring some control? He knows that might be just a speed fight.
There's a lot on the line here, especially for Diligent. If he wants to get back on the board, he needs to make something happen right now. Gianna and Jaeger. Locking down Jaeger early is actually pretty interesting call, because he doesn't get crowd controlled, and he's also neutral damage. Mo Long, baby.
I love the Mo Long appearing against the Dragon Knight. He's a really strong monster against Jaeger, against Ragdoll that was pre-banned, but really, really strong bruisers. But now this gives an opening for a Diana pick. Will we see the pony, the magic pony tonight? Or is he gonna bring something else to counter these double water units? He sticks with the plan, double strip, Genny with the reset, very good.
This is so classic of what I was expecting from TRUEWHALE. He had the Mo Long waiting just for the right time. This is really cool. I can't wait to see if the Mo Long actually is extra impactful in this game. And notably, Jaeger can't be put within ignore defense. Torrent range. Playing with us, TRUEWHALE.
Nah, you're not doing that, Demal.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
And Diana.
Diana's a good choice.
He steals the Diana.
The Diana's a good choice.
I love that pick.
Stick with the Diana.
Yeah, that's a great pick, because the last pick, Diana, would have destroyed him. Even with the Molly, the Tianlang comes in, you'll probably have to either ban that or ban the reset if you're off will on anyone. Evan, interesting thing. He picked the Lulu into the Gianna. Do you think this is an off will Lulu with 100% red?
TRUEWHALE has been really good about picking off-will units so far into Gianna's, so I'm anticipating that it will be. But I'm expecting the Tianlang's gotta be a force ban, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah, this is tough. He can choose that, or he can just ban the damage also, or ban the reset. I actually really like the Genny ban right here, because then without a tech bar reduction, if he's off-will on a lot of units, he bans the Tianlang. Yep, stayed with it.
Yeah. It hinders the horse too much. Hinders the horse.
Yeah, I'm really afraid of the reset, though. If people are on will right here, Evan, this is gonna be tough. I don't feel that this was as strong of a pick and ban like last.
Not airtight. Oh, we're gonna have to see how this plays out. Yeah.
There's gonna be some RNG and turn 1 right here. How many units are on will? If he's fully off will, then it was a perfect pick and ban. Let's see.
Notably not on will. On 2, Lulu is on will, unfortunately. Let's see. Does Gianna move fast enough to get some stuns? Doesn't matter. He's just going to go for the steal anyway, opting out of the control.
Yeah, he wants to get the reset, but misses the bomb.
Well, Gianna doing her best Ciara impression in the finals. And Ganny's Seal Magic, we're going to see just how impactful that is. You know, resetting the Lulu. Lulu notably has very short cooldowns. So we're going to see those cooldowns come right back up, actually.
To be honest, I would be super afraid of the Jeogun. And the thing with Lulu is it's not only the cooldowns, it's you still had the strip from the Gianna. So you want the Lulu to put immunity up. So I don't know about this. He'll have to deal lots of damage to Diana, and the Ganny's going to be key here. The Ganny needs to hit that glancing on the Diana consistently, but he can just get hidden right here. He hides the Gianna, lets the Ganny through because he doesn't want to be stripped from his buffs.
Oh, TRUEWHALE is feeling it in his bones right now. He wants that legend title. This could be where he puts his foot down.
He can kill the Ganny.
Got it.
There's not gonna be any damage left.
TRUEWHALE, this could be it. After all these seasons, TRUEWHALE might have a legend title. He's savoring the moment. TRUEWHALE, he might have it here.
The lack of will on 2 units was extremely strong, and probably the risk of not using the Gianna turn 1 to save it for the immunity or for the buffs might have cost him, because how do you deal with this Diana now?
There's no way to deal with the Diana. The Diana is just going to cycle so much, do so much damage. These monsters are just going to fall one by one. There goes Wunsa, Ganny's next, and soon Gianna's going to come back and suffer the same fate. TRUEWHALE, this is quite the amazing show. This was downright tactical.
Like we talked about, the third one is a charm. Third finals for TRUEWHALE. He brings it in and shows off with a very strong draft, Evan, on all showings. We didn't see a lot of procs here deciding matches. We saw a strong draft from TRUEWHALE. Lots of consistent picks. Very different bruiser comp, control comp, AoE damage with more, and Jeogun. And now the finishing touch with a Diana that was going to counter his picks, and he picks her to win the legend title of season 17.
TRUEWHALE got it. Oh man, that's so exciting. TRUEWHALE has been a recurring guest at the Legend Tournament for so long. I'm so happy to see him walk away with the title. Congratulations to TRUEWHALE. An excellent show from everyone here. This has been a pretty incredible showing for all the matches thus far.